And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Milwaukee Bucks today. The fans are making noise at Quicken Loans Arena here in Cleveland for their Cavaliers. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. On the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And guys, taking a look at Kyrie Irving. What do you think we'll see from him today?
Well, offensively, he's a guy who needs the ball. He needs a lot of shots, and it's not out of selfishness. It's just, the offense tends to operate well when he is really at the forefront of their attack.
In addition, Steve, we know he views himself as the leader of the team. I mean, the one responsible not just for his own performance, but for the team as a whole. So when they're struggling, it weighs on him heavily. You know, when you're in the East, you don't have to necessarily be an above 500 team on the road, but you got to be close to 500. And the Bucks were a solid team on the road, and that's why they made the playoffs.
Now, here is Irving. Left side, Irving. 6 to shoot. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And Clark, you talk about the Bucks. They went 17-24 on the road last season. That might not be the most impressive mark, but it was still 7th best in the conference in terms of road wins.
Well, the East was pretty weak. We know that. And the Bucks making the playoffs at all was the perfect example of how weak the East was. But look, they can get better. They've got some young talent. They've got some things to be excited about. And one is the play of John Henson, second-year man from North Carolina.
Now, here is Irving. O.J. Mayo missing his last shot. Irving kicks to G. Knight grabs the board. On defense, Cleveland. Waiters grabs the miss.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And that one's good.
Good way to start the game there. I mean, that's a nice inside bucket.
No question, Clark. I think they'd like to establish a presence down low early in the game to get their offense going.
Now, here is Irving. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Drills the three-pointer. Irving's got 5 now.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. It's Mayo on the wing. 18 feet out. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Mayo's got his first 2 points.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he can really get rolling.
Outside Irving. Thompson inside. Ilyasova on him. On the wing, Irving, guarded by Mayo. Outside Irving. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Cleveland. Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from the capital city of California, Sacramento. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Utah, pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Hayward 3 and Favors the 4, and it's Cantor in at the center filling out the middle.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Gay against Hayward. No good from Gay. Gordon Hayward with an unusual pattern dating back 6 years, back and forth. Great three-point shooting one season, and then Clark awful the next.
You know, it's a bit puzzling, Kevin. You look at the numbers from 2009 to 2014. Up and down, up and down. Last season around just 30%. I'm sure it's a coincidence, but it's a pretty rare one, no doubt. And I'm sure Gordon, with his work ethic, is going to try to smooth that good three-point shooting out and sustain it for a while.
Now, here's Burks. following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Burks kicks to Hayward. Here's the three. There's the bucket. Good. Hayward's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
The drive by Collison, and he gets the bucket.
Now some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Now here's Burke. Now the pass to Hayward. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by McLemore.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And he gets it to go.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Burke kicks to Hayward. That one falls, coming off Burke's feet. Out of their home court advantage here at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. So Phoenix will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Suns, Bledsoe and Knight are the backcourt. Warren is out there with Len, and it's Booker in at the small forward.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Now Russell. On the wing, Bryant. We've got 1:13 left here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And he connects with the jumper.
Kobe getting it done. Just a gorgeous shot that time.
On defense, the Lakers. And Bledsoe, here we go. Len, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. 43 seconds left to play in the first. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Phoenix making some changes. Lewis checked in for Len. Here's a Teletovic comes in for Warren. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Booker. Passes it to Huertas. Nance dishes to Kobe. From about 16, and it's Lure with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Knight finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Here's Huertas on the wing, Bryant. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer. First season matchup for them against this 76ers team. They were able to sweep the season series last year, completely controlling the play in each game.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Yeah, it's really plain as pound cake. They're the better team. They'll look to prove it again here tonight.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, Let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, head coach Erik Spoelstra has worked his way up from the bottom, and he's still one of the most driven people you'll meet. He said, "I hate this quality, but I can go to dark levels when we lose. I'm inconsolable. Then I get this crazy, intense focus, desperate not to be embarrassed again. That dark spot is what I tap into. Creativity comes from there." Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. That effort permeates through the entire team. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Robert Covington. Sarge is out there with Simmons. And there's Embiid, and it's McConnell in at the 1. Now here's Dragic after Ben Simmons' miss. Waiters dishes to Bosh. To the inside. And Dragic with the basket on the assist by Bosh.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Embiid kicks to Sarge. Sarge with the screen for Simmons. 5 on the clock. No good off the front iron. And Miami has possession. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And some changes here for the Heat. Johnson comes in for Winslow. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Waiters. And the 76ers also making a change. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Dragic. The second chance effort. Right side, good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Poked away. Embiid, the pass to McConnell. Back to Embiid. Inside, here's Sarge. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Good on the second free throw. And here's Dragic. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Washington. The layup off target. 2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Today's game continues this Brooklyn Nets homestand. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
And right now for Brooklyn, their season has been exactly the kind of misadventure their fans were afraid it might be.
And with the major changes we know are coming, now you have players fighting for their jobs, trying to prove they deserve to be here beyond the end of this season.
And before we get underway here, let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Steve Clifford.
Well, Kevin, he said defensively their main priority is going to be preventing points in the paint. He told me we can't let them get comfortable inside. That's what'll hurt us. He wants them playing a very physical brand of D down low. We'll see if they got the message. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Already, Doris, several elite rookies are struggling. We often see top high school players making the seamless jump to college. Why is that next jump from college to pro so much more difficult?
Well, I think every level of basketball that you go up, whether it's high school to college and then college to pro, there's a different level of physicality. The players take an extraordinary jump both in their approach to the game, their level of professionalism, what their physical and mental maturation state is. So the NBA has the best players, not only from the United States, but from across the world. And so obviously there's a level of preparation that's required on a day-to-day basis, and the season is so much drastically longer from the college, which plays about 32 to 40 games, to an 82-game regular season, and then if you're fortunate enough to be in the playoffs. So there's a level of endurance required in addition to both the physical and mental maturation standpoint.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. MKG and Williams are the forwards. Walker and Batum teaming up in the backcourt, and it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Charlotte on D. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, and really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game, because I just thought the effort was lacking.
You know, it'd be hard to identify a phase of the game where they were crisp. Not the passing, not the shooting. Defensive rotations were off. You could critique them up and down.
Now, here's Walker. 20 points for him last game against Cleveland. To the inside. They swipe it. And here's the fast break. Carroll leading the way. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. And it's the Hornets' ball. Walker goes in. Kicks it to Williams. 6 on the shot clock, and it's good. 2 points. Williams has got his first points of the night. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. To the middle, here's Hollis Jefferson. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Well, I'll tell you, excellent job from Hollis Jefferson. This guy's so skilled at getting terrific position down low.
And Walker kicks to Howard. Williams with a clean look. That 3 off the mark. Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Walker. LeVert, good on the 3-point shot.
Well, you cannot allow Caris LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
It doesn't go for him.